How's it going, everyone? Mountainspyder here, bringing you a brand new series, which is going to be Gwent. This was the second most requested card game I checked out. I think it was 18% or so. And I'm quite excited to take a look at it. I've heard some good things. I've played a little bit. It looks good so far. And yeah, let's jump into it. So, as I said, I have played a little bit. Little bit. So far, it's pretty cool. Like, the little I've played, I've really enjoyed it. It feels very different, which is a good thing. Like, it's very refreshing, which I quite like. So yeah, this one, let me know how it goes. Like, is the audio okay? Is the video okay? And yeah, let's kind of see how this goes. So I think for now, what I'm going to be doing, I want to jump into like one standard game. And then I might jump into some offline stuff as well. Just to showcase both sides of it. So let's see how this goes. I chose Nilfgaard. I think that's what I chose. I chose Nilfgaard. So let's see how that goes. I'm enjoying it so far. I think it's a little bit interesting. I don't know what the best choice is. Like I said, I'm not really net decking looking online too much. Well, not too much at all. I kind of want to play the game and play the game like as is. Cool. So I don't want to have Garrett in the first turn. Do I want to have Summoning Circle? I don't need two of those for sure. I'd like to keep that until late game. Alright. I don't know, maybe I have to go for Summoning Circle. Let's see. Let's get this down first.
I have served you. Now you must serve the Empire.
So let's see what we can do here. So for those of you who don't know, Gwent is from the Witcher series. So from like the Witcher world is where this card game is from. If I'm not mistaken, you can play it in the Witcher games. I don't know. I haven't played the Witcher games. Don't hate me. But yeah, let's see Red Riders. So, anyway, as I was saying, it is from the Witcher world. The aesthetic is beautiful. Visually, this game is very, very nice. I hope my camera's in a decent place. It's only really covering how many cards are in my discard pile, which, you know, I think that's okay. Alright. One nice thing which I can showcase here quickly is you click on a card and it gives you every little bit of information you could ever need, which is amazing. Like, that is something I really, really, really do appreciate. So I'll go more into like explaining the game as I go along. This really isn't an introduction. Like, this isn't me introducing Gwent. This is me like showcasing the game for the first time. I'll do a deep dive into the game, all in all, but for a very brief breakdown, basically you get like faction leaders who have abilities. It's like my opponent's like spawns Frost, which deals 2 damage. That deals damage. I think, yeah. So the owner's turn, damage the highest power unit in this row by 2. So my front row is basically frosted, so it takes 2 damage at the start. It's not gone away, thankfully. So you've got 2 rows to play, your front row and your back row. This thing's a power 5. So like I could just zap it, which I think I'm going to actually do. Just to get rid of it now. And then end the turn. So yeah, you got a front row and back row where you can deploy cards, and different effects trigger whether it's front row or back row. So melee is the front row and range is the back row. So some abilities trigger if you play a card in the melee, some abilities trigger if you play it in the back row, and like vice versa and things like that. And some spells target the melee, and some spells and stuff target ranged. So the battlefield is basically deployed into 2 sides like that, which is really cool. So in a nutshell, the game's usually played over like 2 or 3 rounds, which are these crowns you see on the side there. And the idea is to have more power than your opponent. So you don't actually attack your opponent. All you're trying to do is to have more than your opponent. I can't seize anything from there. That's just a lock which does nothing. There's nothing to purify. So I think for now, let's go. Let's get this down. Let's see what I get from this. Doesn't really matter. I think let's bring this down. Let's play that on my opponent's side.
My duty? To stick my nose where it doesn't belong.
Take a copy of that. I'm gonna play it in my front row. So, as you see now, like I've got my, like you can think of it like as an army's strength. Yeah, my opponent just passed. There's no point them playing anymore because I've easily won this first round. I probably shouldn't have even done that. So see, like I have 19 power. My opponent has 9. So I'm going to win this round. So my opponent's passed. They're like, now they're done. They're tapping out. They're finished. So now I'm comfortable that obviously I'm going to win this, so I can pass it. So now what happens is I win the first of 3. It's best out of 3 essentially. So I win the first round. So I've got half a crown. So if I win one more time, I then win. Now we go to round 2. So the board resets. You keep your hand and you draw 3 cards, up to 10. And then you're playing out for the second turn now. This is fair. I just need a way of generating cards. Do I want Summoning Circle? I think I would do want Summoning Circle this round. I can get rid of one of those. Yeah, I'm happy with that. There's a bit of a mulligan mechanic here, which is quite nice as well, because you could mulligan like certain cards. So I'm going to go for Summoning Circle. It's a bit early for Summoning Circle though, that's the only thing. Let's just get that down as a generic. Let's see what my opponent's doing this turn. Yeah, I'm going to end my turn. So let's see how this goes. I think my opponent's going to have more of a turn this time. So yeah, I was saying earlier, you have got faction leaders. My faction leaders thing is, I can copy I basically copy a card from my opponent, which is very cool. But I can only do it once, which is not fantastic, but it's not bad. I want to hold off on Summoning Circle for a little bit, but I need to get it out earlier rather than later. So let me get it out now. Let's go Summoning Circle. And I think I'm going to need Geralt this turn. Geralt takes 10 turns to come down. So the way Summoning Circle works is I basically choose a card that I want, and based on like the provision cost, which is the bottom right here, it takes longer for it to come out. You reduce that time by cards on either side of it at the start of every round. So I currently only have 1 card on the side of it, so like the provision goes down from 10 to 9 at the start of each turn, basically. I need to have more power than my opponent, but I'm not going to at the moment, which is an issue. Dominance. I probably should have played that last turn, actually. Let's get that down. Let's lock that one. It should stop it from growing in power, if I'm not mistaken. So you see there, now it goes down to like 7. So at the start of each of the rounds, it goes down. Sorry, it's the end of my turn, not beginning of the round. Sorry, end of my turn, I remove a counter for each adjacent one. So now I have 2 adjacent creatures, so it's going down by 2 each step. And when that reaches 0, then I'll summon Geralt, which will then kill something at strength 9 or less. That's 9 or more, sorry. Okay, so it did stop that one from growing. So this one's growing because... sorry, these creatures are growing because they get more powerful if you have the strongest creature in the field. So unfortunately my opponent has a 5, which is stronger than anything of mine, so they're growing, which is really, really irritating. Does this do anything? Spawns for us for 2 turns. At the end of your turn, if there's... Okay, so I want to grab that now, because I don't know when else I'm going to get the chance for it. Does this melee? Yeah, so like this only works if I deploy in the melee range, so I have to deploy it there. But then I get a steal card for my opponent, which increases the strength of my army, which is really cool. This is going to be a tight game. So the awkward thing is I kind of want them to have a strength 9 by the time this comes down. So let's see what happens. Remove 2 armor. Oof. Okay, this is not looking good for me. I think I might lose this round. Damn. I'm worried I'm gonna lose this one. So my faction thing is assimilate. So I get boosted basically by 1 every time I play a card from my opponent's deck. It's like that's where this comes in, and that's where this comes in. So I want to be playing cards from my opponent. So I'm hoping I don't take damage this turn, because I want to get the assimilate off on this soldier here. Because then this guy will go up by 1, this guy will go up by 1. Which will be fantastic for me. I'm worried now Geralt's not going to drop. I was worried that I'd be wasting Geralt. And I think I am. Which is a real bummer. I shouldn't have locked this one. I should have locked this one. Because then it would have triggered. Because this one would be on 7. Which would go to 8. Which would go to 9. Alright, let's see what happens. Time is 3. Before the end of the turn, 1. Okay. That's unfortunate. Now I wish I had a lock for that. So I think there's nothing to purify. So let's drop this and play it. Let me see what I can get for my opponent. Deploy, consume an allied unit. Thrive, move an enemy unit to the other row. That doesn't do anything. Death Wish, spawn 2 rats to the random enemy. Consume an allied unit. Yeah, and boost itself by if the target is in the graveyard, banish instead. Order is okay. Let's drag this guy, and let's drop that there. Let's consume this one. So see, like as I played it, this one and this one got more powerful. The problem is Geralt's going to drop at the wrong time, which is problematic. I played it too early. Ah, that sucks. I think I'll just lose this round. I think I must just call it. I think I must just actually call this, because then using food deck. Destroy stuff. So I think here I actually need to just pass. But I think this is still going to trigger, which is the issue. Yeah, I'll lose this. I'm just going to pass. I'm not going to win this. I was hoping that wouldn't happen. Because now my Geralt's wasted. Yeah, well played to my opponent. That's frustrating. I wasted Geralt, which is a really big problem. I've still got my faction ability, so hopefully this next round is going to be better. That's not great. I've lost this game. Yeah, because I can basically pull out 2 cards from my opponent's deck, which is not bad. The problem is I don't have a soldier to trigger this now, which is an issue. I don't think my opponent has soldiers. Damage an enemy unit by 3, then you return if order is not used, boost yourself for 1. So I'm just gonna kill that immediately. What? Wasn't I supposed to do 5 damage? What'd that deal 4? Is there a log for this game? Okay, I'm not sure what happened there. I'm really not sure what happened there.
Everyone has their secrets. Everyone.
Is this a soldier? Please be a soldier. Oh, it's not a soldier. Move an enemy unit to the other row. If the target moves to a row affected by frost, damage it by 2. Let's move that back. Because now I can't use its auto ability. Which is really good. Because yeah, I can only use the auto if it's in the melee range. So now pushing it back, it can't then damage me, but it's going to carry on boosting itself, which is a bit awkward. Ouch. Zapped me by a lot. Player spawn and player base copy. Oh, because it has Veil I can't target? This unit from gaining other statuses. Okay. I think it's time. Let's see what my opponent has in their hands. That's all. Oh, damage a unit by 1. Oh, they've got a Geralt as well. Man, I wish maybe I shouldn't have done this yet. Damage a unit by 2 instead. Alright, let's drop this down. And then I still don't have a sol. Well, I do have a warrior. Oh, I don't have a soldier though. Let's just get this down. I mean, there's nothing else I can really do, unfortunately. Okay, so this card, damage a unit by 1. If I've got the most powerful unit, you damage it by 2 instead. So I current. Oh, that's unfortunate. That is very unfortunate. I don't even have a way to get my thing off. Alright. I need something big here. Give an enemy unit bleeding for 2 turns. Deploy range is lock a unit. Seize an enemy unit with 3 or less power. Conspiracy is boosted by 2. Devotion always trigger conspiracy abilities. Damage an enemy unit by 5. If it wasn't a token, banish it and spawn a base copy of it on top of your opponent's deck. What does this do? Move an enemy unit to the opposite row and give it spying. If it already has spying, remove spying instead. Trigger this ability if a target unit has a spying status. And then trigger this ability if your starting deck has no neutral cards. I think I need to bring this down. I should have done it that side anyway. Did that go off? Oh, I put on Veil. Oh man, it shouldn't be targetable. I forgot I had Veil. I should put that bleeding there. That was a mistake. Because bleeding damages by 1. Ah, that's frustrating. Yeah, that's frustrating. Yeah, I'll lose this one. Because I can only get 6 more power. Like, I can get something from this, but it's not going to be enough. It's not nearly going to be enough. So my opponent still has their frost ability. Yeah. Oh, that's unfortunate. That's very unfortunate. But it is what it is. Yeah, they know they've won. Play. Let's lock that and never do anything. Lock is basically silence. From other games. Yeah, they've still got a Geralt in their hand, I know that much at least. Yeah, I wasted my Geralt, which was a big issue. I played it too early. I'm still trying to get used to that summoning circle. It's a very difficult card to play. Yeah. Good play. Good play. Move 2, dominance, also spawn frost for 1 turn. Anything I can kill for 2? Nothing worthwhile killing for 2 though. Dominance I definitely don't have. I mean, I'll put it down. I mean, I can do that, but I mean, that's about it. Yeah, I lost this one really badly. I overplayed my first turn, which is the problem. Yeah, there's Geralt. Well played. Yeah, I definitely overplayed my first turn, which was silly. I definitely shouldn't have. But yeah, that's Gwent. Oh cool, I'll get another one of those. How do I edit my deck? You must be able to edit your deck, right? Choose milling setting. Mill all copies exceed the deck limit. Mill an extra copies above deck limit with a preference to keep. Okay. Did I just destroy my deck? No, I didn't. Okay. You can't edit a starter deck, you can only duplicate and then modify it. Okay. This is your collection. Okay, cool. So, where's the starter deck? Options. Duplicate deck. Okay. Players decks, there we go. Let's, options, let's rename this to first deck. Okay. Now from here I want to see like double cross. Oh, you can actually change the ability. Okay, I want the Northgard one though. Oh, they have more ones? Yeah. Okay, you know what? I'm going to do this off camera because there's going to be a lot of me going like, ah. So let me do that off camera. I think let me jump into one more. I won't lie to you, I don't know how to get back to, yeah, you can change music. Quests, I have quests. Did I fill them? I didn't fill them yet. Okay, anyway. I won't lie to you, I don't know how to get back to, solo. Oh, there's training mode versus AI. I thought there was like a story thing you could do. Somewhere. Anyway, I'm just gonna jump into one more game of this, standard. Because, like, why not? And yeah, go from there. Like I said, I really am new to this game. First impressions are really good. I like how different this game is. I really appreciate an original approach. And this game feels very original. So far I'm loving it. It looks beautiful. It plays really well. Like, even losing that last game, I don't feel awful about it.
The North shall tuck tail
so
and
like,
beg for mercy.
I still feel pretty good. Alright, so they're going first. They get the tactical advantage. This, I'm not the biggest fan of. So let's drop both of those. This is my simulate one, right? I can't play that right now either. Alright, so let's see. This is going to be a mirror match, which is a bit awkward, unfortunately, but it is what it is. I'm excited to go through the other abilities. Like, I didn't realize they had different faction abilities, which I think is very cool. I mean, go for a generic start. That's so cool. Okay. Good to know. I'm very excited to look at what those different faction abilities is. What those other faction abilities do. But yeah, what is this? Is this the log? Oh no, that's...
What is truth if not an illusion?
Match history. Oh, there's the log. Okay. And you can like view your quest and everything from here as well. And then whatever journey means. Okay, cool. Alright, let's close that. Good play for my opponent though. Very, very good play for my opponent. I want to get one more of these out first though. I don't know if I can win this first one. I think it's going to be hard for me to win this first one. I think I've now committed this. I really want to make the most of it. Ah, that's disappointing. I think I'm actually just going to pass this. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to win that. With that lock as well, it makes it really awkward. And they've already popped the tactical advantage and they've popped a rather rare card. So I think let's see what I can do here. I don't think I'm going to need a Purify. I definitely don't want that in my hand. I think the rest I'm good with. The rest feels pretty good. Who's got the start? My opponent? I'm tempted to drop the summoning circle early.
Yes, sir. As ordered.
Let's get that down. I might summoning circle on the next turn. So I want to get my simulate 2 off. Ah, that's irritating. Zappy back. Joys of mirror match. I don't have any assimilates on my table except for Arcturus. So I think I'm going to drop the summoning circle and then drop Arcturus. I don't know what I'm going to summon though. I'll have to see. Not a great card for my opponent. The thing is, I have to win this one, so I kind of have to go all out. What are they gonna take? Top 3 cards of your deck and put... Look at the top 3 cards of your deck and put one on top, then swap the top card of your opponent's deck with yours. Okay, I think I want to get this down. I need a big play here. How long is this going to take to come out? That's got like 7 turns to come out. That ain't happening. I'm gonna have to go for... I think Duchess is actually a good play in this sense. Ironically, Duchess is quite good. Because I'm wanting to proc off Arcturus Vigos, and I don't think my opponent's gonna be having anything big enough for Geralt to take down. So I'm gonna get Arcturus down now and then just buff him to oblivion. Is the plan. Let's see what I can do. I need to get a soldier down for my Imperial Brigade as well. Which is a bit frustrating.
A bit of bloodletting.
That's irritating. That's very irritating.
Yes, sir.
That's a good card.
As ordered.
Maybe I could have used Geralt. Let's get that down there.
Regret this, good sir.
Let's get... I kind of want to get the assimilate down. Drop that down there. Then I think I need double cross now. This is a soldier, right? It's a soldier. Bit irritating because I can't use Geralt now, which is a bit sad. But I can use this. Let's drop that down there. Buffs them up. Not a great steal. Not a great steal, but it's not bad. I'm still behind though, which is an issue. I've got a bit I can steal for my opponent now, which is good. There's a Duchess performance though, which is irritating. Okay, there's no more simulates in my hand. I actually think it's time to lock these before they get too powerful. Okay. This next one I want to play Duchess Informant because I should be able to steal one of these cards, which will then start proccing off of this Duchess Informant. Ah, they got another one.
That is all I need.
This is getting scary. So let's play her there.
I hate nothing more
Let me
than
take
a creaky door.
one of these. Done my backline. Those buff up. Oh, she doesn't go there? Oh, that sucks. I thought I got to play it. Oh, that sucks. Okay, that was a big misplay. I probably just lost the game because of that. I thought it would have gone that side. I would have got another proc off. Ooh, that's unfortunate. That's very unfortunate. Okay, good to know. Choose a unit deck and set the counter that unit's provision cost. Before the end of the turn, remove a counter. When the counter reaches zero, summon the chosen unit from your deck to this row and destroy itself. I did not read that properly. That was a huge misplay. I thought I'd be able to bring that in and then buff up all my other cards. That's unfortunate. That is very, very unfortunate.
He's up to something. We'll be up to something too.
That hurts. Damage an enemy unit by 2, increase damage by 1 for each locked unit. Remove a card in your deck at the top of it. If it was a mage, spawn the guard in this row. If it was a special card, spawn a cow. Standard bearer, deploy. Boost off by 1 for each boosted enemy unit. Well, that can work.
Give it all you've got!
That worked. Ah, that's frustrating. This is going to be a really, really difficult game to win. Because the thing is, I have to go all out. Ah, I forgot that Geralt. That's game. I forgot that Geralt. Oh, that hurts so badly. Oh, cancel.
And the best kept on a short lead.
Oh, that hurts. Please don't proc.
That is what you folk lack. Nice, Ted up to.
Let's see. Deploy, give bleeding 3 to an immune. Conspiracy. Triggers ability if target unit has spying status. Damage it by 3 instead. Do they have spying statuses that are actually worth hitting? That's the only spying status it has. Seize an enemy unit with power 3 or less. Boost by 2. And always trigger conspiracy abilities. Trigger this ability if... Devotion. Trigger this ability if your starting deck has no neutral cards. I'm gonna take this because, like, I don't know. Wait, what? I thought I'd take it. Seize an enemy power 3 or less. Seize any unit with power 3 or less. Conspiracy is boosted by 2. Devotion is trigger this ability. If you start and take has no always trigger conspiracy ability. But why didn't I seize it?
Our world is in harmony.
Go on, Enketer!
Why didn't I steal it though? I know in the end of the day it wouldn't have made a difference, but... Huh, okay, I'm not quite sure what happened there. But yeah, that's Gwent. I know that sounds very despondent, but I'm actually really enjoying the game. There's a bit of an orc game there. But yeah, so that's Gwent so far. Definitely gonna be seeing more of this. I'm really, really enjoying this game. Like, Gwent is super interesting for me. And I'm really looking forward to showcasing more of this. So, until next time everyone, cheers, enjoy.